Oh, g'day guys, welcome to others videos. What have I got a doozy for you guys this week? Yeah, by the way, last week I didn't put a video up and I got a lot of complaints, you know. One guy goes, man, you run out of content or something, to talk about or something. I said, no man, I actually lost my days on what I was doing, So when you got a bit of shit on, you lose days, So, and by the way, I had the writer's strike and the hand strikes too. A lot of my hands were on strike as well. And what have we got? Before I waffle on, you know what the old saying is? You got to get a yum cha into my new coffee jar and pin wiki Jamison cup, you know what I mean? So, that was me hitting the thing. All right. Oh, you hear that sound opening up the bottle. There we go. Here we go. We got a pour. Guys, going. I'm having a good, decent pour this time. It's coming. It's coming. Oh, yeah. That's a not bad pour. All right. So, guys, cheers. Oh, it's a bit of a warm day today. Okay. So, what have we got underneath the Italian safety cap, All right. Yeah, man, we know because you put it on the description, man. Duh. All right. What have we got? I'm revealing it. Yep, that's right. That's that little 14-inch monitor that I got in. If you had a look a couple of videos back, which I had, which is the 26-inch Neo, the 29-inch Neo, another 26-inch Neo. I'm talking about freaking monitors, man. I've been doing freaking monitors for the last couple of weeks now, mate. I've been even doing more poker machine ones too, And the poker ones, I've made a special housing because the poker ones use these type of housings that go inside the back of the machine. So I made those, yeah, man. So I've got these plugs that are not freaking cheap. So I try to keep everything standardized so you can make it, you know what I mean? And it's like this guy here with his monitor, actually, here it is here. You can sort of see it. I didn't butcher his monitor. I actually got a plug. I do have these plugs. And I made the plug for this monitor. So that way I could give it back to him. I didn't hack it. I don't do, backyard jobs basically and all that stuff, you know what I mean? So back to the monitor scenario. What I'm doing this monitor is a few people ask me questions and that. So I'll show you what happened. You go back, play this monitor. You see how it was. It was pretty disgusting and that. I've cleaned it as much as my ability of this is. And I think this is a Toei, man. I still don't know what this monitor is, okay? So I've just turned it on. Okay, so you guys, you can't hear it, you know what I mean? There's nothing showing. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to explain to you how I service my monitors, I don't know, you can Google other people's monitors and all this shit. So I'm going to move it and I'll show you on the front of the monitor how I do it. See this? Okay, you see that? I use a crosshatch, basically. There it is there, there's the crosshatch. And what I do, see this, that's what I do with my monitor, so I could adjust it. I'm going to show you guys some of the features on these monitors and that, because there's plenty of others doing videos, if not Google them, So what it is, I'll see these see that? They're controlling the colours, see what I mean? You're adjusting the colours. So each pot controls, see that's controlling the blue, so then you tune it to where you find nice white colour, And then there is another one for the red. See, that's your red drive, So there's two sets of pots on this monitor, basically. So I tuned it up to this. I use a crosshatch. See how the picture is nice and white, basically, So I tuned it to this. And by doing that, you need to turn the screen, the brightness down. See that's your screen adjustment. I will show you later what a screen adjustment looks like, but I want to show you what the feature can do, basically. See that? You screen, see? And see how it's bright, really, really getting bright? Okay, see how see these little lines coming up? Okay, see these little lines? See here? They're called retrace lines, okay? Because that's what it's retracing at 625 per section. Or correct me, whatever it is, Depends on if you're into your C, it's different with PAL. Okay, but that's what happens with that, because that's what you do as a digital camera. You can sort of see do all these lines going by, and the thing is strolling because the camera is picking it up. With LCD, it doesn't, because it's backlit with the LED. So I've tuned it onto this now. So you got the idea. Then you got the other movements to go up and down, left and right. I'm not explaining that, but I just wanted to show you how I tune these monitors up. Okay, so it wasn't bad, this piece of shit, you know what I mean? So now, okay, all right, let's put it on the tripod here. Okay, so hang on. So what you do now is, okay, you want to discharge it, okay? First of all, make sure you turn the fucker off, okay? As I said, it is off, okay? I've turned it off, unplug it from the wall, double check it, okay? Now you're going to see what's going to happen, all right? So what you do now is you get yourself a screwdriver, okay? There's my little screwdriver, a fucking alligator clip, there it is there, my alligator clip. So what you do, you get your alligator clip, you clip your screwdriver onto your screwdriver like that. So make sure it's clipped on properly. Then what you do, you get this earth braid, okay? Let's zoom over here a little bit over here. Okay, back there. See this? You clip this to the earth here. So there, there's the earth braid, okay? So every tube has got an earth braid. So when the tube charges up like a capacitor and it discharges. If you don't put that on, you're going to get lines through your screens and that you'll hear the tube, some noises and that. So you get this piece, you get your screwdriver, make sure it's done. I'm not coming over to give you guys mouth to mouth. Make sure you turn the prick off, okay? If you don't know what you're doing or whatever, don't fuck with it, okay? I'm not coming back. I'm not liable for, idiot and stupidity, basically. This here, there's a lot of high tension over here under the suction cap here. So I'm going to stick it in without waffling. You'll hear a noise, okay? Do you hear that? The click, okay? So what you do, you lift up the flap with your finger because that's silicon, okay? So you stick a little screwdriver in and what happens is you push the little prongs back. See the see your little two prongs? You're not going to get thinking this is silicon. Okay? So see the two little prongs in there? So what you got to do is push the prongs left or right with your little screwdriver, or you could use what you got, and you push it back, okay? And then make sure you hold it in there. I had a tube once, and it started charging back up, especially it was a 26-inch Naneo. It was brand new. And, mate, did it zap me in the fucking belly button, mate. It's a true fact, mate. You can speak to Jim, the cardiologist, the fat man, and all the others. They actually heard it zap me, man. And my arms went in. I'll never forget that. You learn by your mistakes and that. So the tube charged itself back up again. Okay. So now we've discharged it, okay? So now what you got to do now is, let me go around a bit like this, go down a bit, back down here again, okay? So what you do now, you got to get your two fingers, okay, your two hands, okay? You got to get it from the side and you go wiggle, 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 okay? It's wiggle, hang on, let's move the fly, wiggle, 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 okay? And you're pulling it out. You got to pull it outwards, okay? So this has got a little neck board. So by doing that, you're holding it. It's because it's only small. If it's bigger, remember my other video had a big crack in there? I reckon they just yanked it, and that's why they split it, because the fibre, the PCB fatigued over time and it would have cracked because of the way it was done. But so don't yank it out. Never yank it out, or don't pull it on a side or whatever. Just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Sounds like the Wiggles, the little kids' necks, So then what happens is you remove the yoke plug, okay? So you pull the yoke plug out. The reason I'm saying this is a Toei, because this looks like familiar like a Samwa or a Toei top connector compared to any other monitor. Don't correct me, man. I've got no clue what this is. It's not like I've had a circuit diagram to repair this. This wasn't bad, okay? So as I said, that's how you disconnect a monitor from a tube. Okay, I know it's not in a cabinet or whatever. Could you see that's a pattern box for my tubes? To hold it into place. So like you had the matching tubes, because if I don't repair chassis without a tube, I've got to make sure they're running. I had it running and all that. So yeah, this is the earth cable which gets connected to the neck board. And remember I said to you about the screen adjustment? The screen is on the neck board. Not all monitors have it on the screen, okay? This is the screen. A lot of them have it on the flyback, okay? So now what we've done is we're disconnecting the plug. Hang on, see the plug? You can see that's a new plug. That's the original plug. So what we're doing now is, all right, let's go back again. Let's move this over here a bit. Hang on, move camera a little bit over here. All right, see how these adjustment pots are? Okay, the old label has removed on this because the guy goes, hey man, what do they do? They're all written underneath. So what I did, I actually I wrote them on a piece of paper. There they are there, quickly there. Okay, so the first one's your vertical hold, your brightness, your video red drive, another green drive, your blue drive, and this is your vertical section. The vertical size to make the picture. There your other colours, they're red, green and blue drivers, okay? But so you notice this neck board doesn't have the drivers. Some tubes have got the colours on there, so you could go woo, 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 and adjust them on this. But this doesn't have it. It's here, okay? It's on this board, okay? It's all here. I'll give you, here's an Aneo, okay? I prepared a bit earlier, you know. Hey man, where did you pull this thing out of? You know, this is my spare, because this is an original old black, brown one. You see how they've got them here? So you got your drives and your what are they? Your gains and your biases over here. So they're all together basically. Oh, by the way, my missus didn't do the manicure for my video at the moment because but about half an hour ago or an hour ago I was actually working on my car. You know, doing the water neck gasket's gone, you know, where the thermostat is, yeah. So, yeah, I've got to get her to repair my fucking manicure my hands, you know. Yeah, man, fucking you're a grub, man. And all this, yeah. As I said, an hour ago I was doing motor mechanic today, and now I'm doing videos on monitor chassis, okay. So, on that, fucking thing. Okay, so on the back of this, on the chassis, all right, you have a good sticky nose here. You can sort of see here, it's got little writings on there, you know, it's vertical brightness. See how they got them underneath, the screen printed underneath the board. Basically everything on there, you know. So, and this one here is your, what's this, phase control. That phase control, okay, is to make the picture go left and right on this. These coils might probably make it go wider as well, the chokes, you know, but I didn't play around with it, I've left it on that, okay. But have a sticky nose, go play back that last video and have a look at what this monitor looked like. Have a look at this. See what it's only got. This is the focus, to make the focus so, you know, when you go to the optometrist and they goes, does this look good or does this look bad? And, you know, when you're changing and all that crap, so you adjust that. I'm not touching it. It's focused in my, he can focus it himself. See how I got rid of all the grime. Go and play that other video, man. Go and play another video in that and have a sticky nose. And what I've done, I've even cleaned out this suction cup. You remember the suction cup? You know how the flaps are really dirty, so I said you got to pull it out, get a bit of shit behind it, you know, clean it in there, get it inside the flap, go round and round, play with the flap a bit more, you know, and all this shit, you know, so, and all that. But somebody goes, what do you use? I don't have any. I'll give you something else, what I use on my gasket. Okay, this is what I used on my bloody water neck, because I put a gasket over, I put a silicone, okay? So there's stuff out there, it's a silicone type base. I find it, I threw it out, I didn't bother, because I don't use it that much, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to go pay $20 for something I don't use, you know what I mean? So yeah, this is the same, you just smear. So what you do with this shit, you smear a little bit, like I did with my gasket, around and around the hole, so you can sort of make contact. So what I've done them both, so the water, I'm leaving it to dry up before I put the coolant in, basically, you know? Some people, as I said, I do it the right way, some just don't give a shit, you know what I mean? Because it's my bloody car, you know what I mean? Because when you go, yeah, man, we just take it to the mechanic and he just plays, yeah, but you don't know what he does, but I know what I'm doing on my repair. This one here had a handful of cards go down on it, so I sorted that out. You can see what the quality of the picture is for this age of this monitor, you know, dude. This is early 80s, okay? Don't forget 80s, okay? Because colour is around 77, 78, colour started coming, 79, colours TV started coming out, basically, you know? So I cleaned it all up so I could sort of see it, you know? You can sort of see it. Trust me, man, play the other video and all that shit. But now I'm about to go deliver it back to this dude. He's going to put it into his tabletop. He's going to, I think he's putting a Toto game into this, a Jungle King or an elevator action and all that, because... And even the neck board, you can sort of see I cleaned the neck board out with that. As I said, it was pretty, that carbon build up from the cigarettes. Okay, those famous brands that everyone used to, mate, I can't believe it. Go and have a look at the price of cigarettes lately. So that was it. I'm going to give him back this monitor, but it gives you an example of how to disconnect a tube if you ever want to do it. Basically, this whole thing, there's heaps of other people wanking on over other tubes and how to do it, but that's what I do. But always make sure you turn the prick off when you're especially discharging the friggin' hole, you know what I mean? You know, there's some holes give you a bit of bite, you know, and this particular hole, trust me, mate, this hole is worse than a divorce, basically, you know. So if you don't do it properly, this is going to bite you, you know. It's like you going to playing around with some other women, you know. But yeah. So on that. Oh, and by the way, if you ever got questions on that, here we go. There's my vision impaired sign. So you just can't miss it. Drop me an email. I've been getting a few responses. I actually am not full of shit. I've got a couple more poker boards to repair and all this shit coming through. So yeah, drop me a message, you know, and I'll get back to you. I'll try doing my best. It's not like I've got nothing else to do, you know. So on that note, basically, guys, and thanks for watching another one of my videos. You know, the old saying is pinball machines, video games, and a pokey is a passion. So enjoy the love. Go to the bottom, give me the thumb or the fucking finger, whatever, or my dirty finger. Go down the bottom. All right, so I hope this ended this up, but as I keep saying, just turn it off and make sure you don't get bitten by that hole, mate. That hole's going to, I've told you, you're learning your lesson, mate, once you get it, you know what I mean? Yeah, make sure you turn it off, especially with monitors. LCD screens are nothing, don't worry about it, just pieces of shit anyway. So on that note, guys, cheers for watching another of my crazy videos. Cheers.